Once upon a time, deep in the heart of the African jungle, all the animals lived together in peace. But there was one thing they all agreed on: every creature needed a home. Each creature had a home, a safe place to rest when night fell or when the rains came pouring from the sky. The lion had his den, the tortoise had his sturdy burrow, the elephant had the cool shade of the great baobab tree, the tiny ants had built an underground city, and even the birds had their nests woven high among the branches. But there was one animal who had no home at all. And that animal was Monkey. Monkey was not like the others. He was clever, quick, and full of laughter, but he was also restless and playful. While the other animals worked hard to build their homes, Monkey spent his days swinging from tree to tree, playing tricks and chattering endlessly. He was full of energy but had no patience for work. One day, the great elephant, who was wise and respected by all, called a meeting. The rainy season was approaching, and it was time for every animal to prepare their shelter. "My friends," said Elephant in his deep, rumbling voice, "the heavy rains will soon be upon us. If you have not yet built a home, now is the time. Work together and be wise, for when the storms come, those without shelter will suffer." "Yes, we must start at once," said the tortoise. "No one should be left without shelter. Every animal must build a home," said the lion. The animals nodded in agreement and went their separate ways, preparing for the coming season. The tortoise reinforced his burrow, the birds strengthened their nests, and even the hyena, lazy though he was, gathered sticks to build a hut. But Monkey, he laughed. "Why worry? The trees are tall and the sun is warm. There is no need to build when I can climb high and find shelter anywhere." The other animals shook their heads. "Monkey, do not be foolish. The rains will come and the winds will be strong. A home is not just for comfort, it is for safety." But Monkey only grinned. "Why dig like the rabbit when you can swing through the trees? Why carry heavy branches like the elephant? Bah! You all work too hard," and leapt away into the branches, swinging happily through the forest. Days passed, and the clouds began to gather. The first rains came as a soft drizzle, but soon dark storm clouds rolled in, and the heavens roared with thunder. The wind howled through the trees, and the rain poured in thick sheets, drenching everything in its path. Monkey, who had been napping lazily on a branch, suddenly found himself cold and shivering. The leaves, which had once offered him shade, were no match for the relentless downpour. Water streamed down his fur, and for the first time he felt regret. "Oh no," he chattered. "Perhaps I should have built a home after all." He hurried through the forest, looking for shelter. First he went to Tortoise. "Tortoise, my friend, please let me stay in your burrow until the rain stops. I am cold and wet." Tortoise peeked out from his shell and shook his head. "Oh, Monkey, I warned you, but you did not listen. My home is small, just enough for me. If I let you in, there will be no space for either of us." Disheartened, Monkey ran to Bird. "Bird, my friend, please let me take shelter in your nest. I promise I won't be any trouble." But Bird shook her feathers and sighed. "Oh, Monkey, my nest is high and fragile. Can barely hold my chicks and me. If you sit on it, it will break. You should have built your own home." Monkey gulped. The rain was getting heavier, and the wind blew with such force that even the branches began to creak. He ran from one animal to another, hyena, rabbit, even crocodile, but they all said the same thing. "You had your chance to build a home, but you wasted it playing. Now we have no room for you." Finally, Monkey had nowhere left to go. He climbed to the tallest tree he could find, shivering and miserable, and wrapped his arms around himself to keep warm. The storm raged on, and Monkey learned his lesson the hard way. When morning came, the sun rose and the rain stopped. The earth was fresh and glistening, and the animals emerged from their shelters, safe and dry. But Monkey, he was still cold, still wet, and still without a home. Maybe I should have listened," Monkey said. "A lesson learned too late, my friend," said the tortoise. Monkey sighed, then shrugged and started swinging again. And yet Monkey never built a home. Even today he still jumps from tree to tree, always looking for a place to stay, because he never learned the value of hard work. When the sun shines, he laughs and plays, swinging through the trees. But when the rain comes, he jumps from branch to branch, always searching, always moving, but never finding a place to truly call his own. And that, dear friend, is why the monkey has no home.